Hey guys, welcome back to another Uber Hulk review. Today we're looking at the Neca Ultimate Gremlin. They're cute, they're clever, they're mischievous, they're intelligent, but they're also dangerous. Neca Ultimate Gremlin. Here's a look at the Neca Ultimate Gremlin, the figure. We're going to have more of a look at him in a second. And here is what the figure looks like, all decked out in a cool pose. So that's just one of the many things that you can do with this figure. And now we're going to look at the back. Chance to focus. There's a read up of the Gremlin. If you want to read it, pause it now. Alright. So here's a picture of the Gremlin in the bar that was hanging off of the ceiling fan that went flying. Here's the Gremlin in the movie theater with the popcorn on his ears. Here's the Gremlin smoking a cigarette and playing cards. There's the Gremlin watching a 3D movie. There's a Gremlin. And there's a Gremlin. So there's the back of the packaging. Side of the packaging. Ultimate Gremlin. The top of the packaging. So, horrible news. I was about to review this NECA Ultimate Gremlin figure, and I got the freaking figure wet. So now, I don't know what I'm going to do. There was a bunch of rattling around, and I don't know. I guess I'm still going to try to go on with the review, but I don't know if I can. You know what? After all that rattling, I'm going to check and see if the figure's still okay. Oh, this might not be pretty. What? Crap. He's loose. Alright, so I finally got him calmed down. Here's a look at the NECA Gremlin from the front. I love the detailing on this guy. Here's a look at it in front. This is not a police profile. I did not tell him to stand like this. I asked to see him from the back, and he decided that he was gonna act like he was being arrested. So this is him from the back. Side arms. Side arms. Now let's have a look at the articulation. Son of a man. His mouth opens and closes. I love the face sculpt on this Gremlin. Like I said, his mouth opens and closes. You can see the little tongue in there. His head goes up this far, goes back to regular position, goes side to side. His ears can either be in this position, or they can be in this kind of flatter position. His head, of course, as you can see, is on a joint. There's actually 2 or 3 joints in his neck, and like I said, his mouth moves out, and you can see those beautiful teeth in there and the tongue. His arms go up, but they're hindered by the ears, so they don't really go out to the side very much, but his arms do have a ratchet. His hand His hand rotates. Let's see here. His feet go out to the side. I don't want to press his legs back very much, and his toes have these little claws on them. So oh yeah, he's got waist articulation. He can do a crunch. He can come back. He can go side to side. And that's about all the articulation that I want to try on this particular figure. The next thing we're going to have a look at is all of his accessories. And this thing came with a ton of accessories. So let's have a look at them individually. So the first accessory we're going to have a look at is his little Coke. And it looks like any Coke that you would see. It says Cola, probably because Coke wouldn't let him say Coke. It's actually got a couple ice cubes in there and a really cool straw. And here he is with the Coke, looking like he's watching the movie that he was watching in Gremlins. Next up, we have a little tiny cigarette. And this is in the same scene that he actually has the playing cards. I'll zoom back a little bit. Yeah, playing cards. These playing cards are actually pretty cool looking. And here he is with the playing cards and the cigarette. You can tell it fits pretty well into his hand. I would never want to play poker with this guy, I tell you what. Doo-da, doo-da, doo-da. So here he is with the Doodah bar doing a commercial, apparently. Here he is with the Skittles. He's just downing them suckers. And then here he is with 3D glasses on. And here he is with the popcorn bags on his ears. And then the final accessory that he comes with is a beer jug. Chug, 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 chug. And that's the end result of the beer jug that they included with this figure. As you can tell, it looks like the same beer jug from the movie. It's even got some foam coming out of the top of it, so that's pretty cool. So here's the two gremlins next to each other. Here's the gizmo that I picked up at Christmas time. Gizmo. And here's the Neca gremlin that I picked up pretty recently. And here we go. So I think that they're both great figures. I think Neca did a wonderful job. And yeah, this has been a pretty fun review. Now I'm going to get these guys out and take some pictures and play with them. So yeah, the Uber Hulk gives this a huge smash. And the Uber Hulk will see you guys later. If you can still... Okay, there's quick story. I found him in a little bit before Christmas time. After Christmas time, I called a bunch of Targets, a bunch of different shops, GameStop and everything. None of them had him. Today, I actually was taking somebody to work. Decided, you know what, I'm gonna go in just for fun, and he was there. It's the only one on the shelf. So yeah. So guys, thank you for checking out this Uber Hulk review. Tell me what you thought in the comments below. And the Uber Hulk is out. Bye. So I got this. Actually, my wife got this package in the mail from Dondi, Life Anime Gaming. Let's see what's in here. It's not exactly toy related, but Dondi's wife was nice enough to make this hat for my wife, and it all started on a live stream that the now defunct toy group, YouTube toy group, started, and a conversation that I was like, "Hey, dude, everybody should have one of those hats." Sure enough, she made my wife one of the hats, and just the stitching, the detail of this hat is amazing. You know. So I mean, Dondi, Mrs. Dondi, Mrs. Life Anime Gaming, I appreciate that. My wife appreciates it. It's a funny story. I took it out of packaging, saw this, put it on my head, and I thought that it looked like the Super Mario Brothers hat. If you put the little M right there, looked just like it. And I also told her that I don't joke about stuff unless I like it. So there you go. So this has really been my review of the Neca Ultimate Gremlin figure, and the Gremlin would now like to tell you a few things that happened in the Avengers Endgame. Oh, scratch that. The Gremlin wanted me to tell you, don't spoil Endgame, or else this will happen.